As you probably know, we've just seized a tanker on the coast of Venezuela, large tanker, very large. Largest one ever seen. Well, we keep it, I guess. Well, you have to follow the tanker. You're a good newsman, just follow the tanker.
All right, you just heard Trump confirm it on camera. But the real situation behind this tanker seizure is way bigger than a single ship. Let me tell you exactly what's going on, because this move has huge consequences for Venezuela, for the region, and even for U.S. foreign policy. Here's what really happened. U.S. forces, Coast Guard with Navy support, boarded a massive oil tanker called Skipper in international waters near Venezuela. According to U.S. officials, it was carrying sanctioned Venezuelan crude, and intelligence linked the shipment to networks supported by Iran. A federal judge had already issued a seizure warrant, so legally the U.S. had the green light. But the dramatic part isn't the legal paperwork, it's how this happened. Elite teams rappelled from helicopters, secured the deck, and took control within minutes. The video posted by the Attorney General shows the operation like something out of a movie. And trust me, that was not accidental. This was meant to send a message. And that message goes straight to Venezuelan dictator Nicolás Maduro. For weeks, the U.S. has quietly built up a massive naval presence in the Caribbean. Aircraft carriers, destroyers, surveillance aircraft. Now, with this tanker seizure, everyone realizes the U.S. pressure campaign is no longer just economic, it's becoming physical, tactical, and right on Venezuela's doorstep. But here's where things get even more complicated. This operation is happening at the same time that the U.S. is under fire for deadly strikes on boats accused of drug trafficking. Those strikes killed more than 80 people, and critics, including Democrats in Congress, are asking whether Trump is pushing the U.S. towards an undeclared conflict in the region. And now we have a tanker seizure that looks like a direct escalation. Venezuela's government is furious, saying this proves the U.S. doesn't actually care about migrants, drugs, or human rights, it cares about oil. Their statement says, "This has always been about our natural wealth." They're framing this as a foreign power trying to control Venezuelan energy. Meanwhile, millions of Venezuelans inside and outside the country are hoping this pressure finally forces Maduro out. He's ignored election results, crushed opposition movements, and created one of the biggest refugee crises in the world. So the question in Washington isn't, should Maduro go? It's, is Trump doing this legally, and what happens if this turns into a bigger fight? Even U.S. lawmakers are warning that repelling troops on a foreign-flagged civilian tanker is an escalation, and if Trump wants regime change, he legally needs approval from Congress. But Trump's strategy is unpredictable by design. He hasn't explained why so many American ships are now waiting off Venezuela's coast, or what the U.S. will do if Maduro refuses to step down. And if Maduro's regime collapses suddenly, experts warn Venezuela could face chaos, power struggles, violence, and mass displacement. Others say this could be the moment that finally brings democracy back. One more twist. Opposition leader Maria Corina Machado just escaped hiding and traveled to Europe after her daughter accepted her Nobel Peace Prize. That puts even more pressure on Maduro and gives the U.S. a symbolic boost. So what does this tanker seizure mean? It means the pressure on Maduro just jumped to a new level. The U.S. is signaling it's willing to act, and Trump is personally tying his credibility to whatever happens next. This move wasn't random, it wasn't symbolic, it was a strategic push, and it tells us the U.S. is preparing for something much bigger around Venezuela.